Welcome to This Old Doom. This is Act 2 of Hell on Earth. We are officially in what many would consider the second arc of the game. I'm your host, John Wyatt, Edgar, fake realtor of the underworld. Today we're going to be looking at the factory. What is it a factory of? We don't know. We know it's overrun by demons. We know that there are secrets and items to be found. And we know that we're going to try not to die. That's what we're going to try to do today. So let's see if we can beat yesterday's market value. I mean, I don't think we're going to beat our all-time high today. But, and let me just, for full disclosure, make sure that we turn off the auto map. Yeah, MAP12, the factory. Here we are. Luckily, we start with a shotgun, which is very nice. I wouldn't pay $50,000 for a shotgun, but the way we've coded it, that's what it's worth. There's a few different ways you can approach this. So you're going to notice the kind of hellish architectural post-apocalyptic landscape up there. You know, some would say that's a nice view, you know, depending on the circumstance. Obviously, they could clean up the skyline a little bit. There's going to be med kits and stuff strewn about. I'm going to do my best to wait to get those. There are several buildings as part of this, and I'm going to start here just because there's a pretty high density of monsters that we can take care of right away. And why wouldn't I do that? And save us some hassle. Of course, we are using a mod that significantly reduces the health of all enemies by about 80%. And so, before you even ask in the comments, although they usually come in the shorts, hey, why are the enemies just dying so easily? This is why. It's because it's the nature of the mod. I do this so that I don't have a panic attack and can actually, you know, have a chance on the next hardest difficulty level, Ultra Violence, or at least the hardest without respawns and fast monsters, to kill everything. That is a goal. I did see that Bethesda re-released the Heretic and Hexen games in that Kex engine. We're using GZ Doom right now. But there is an opportunity to do this old Doom or this old, you know, whatever we would call it in those games in the future. I'll have to figure out how I want to do that, but that is something that we're looking at. Hello. We don't want to get hit by too many of those. There's going to be mancubuses somewhere around here as well. We want to keep our distance from these guys. They do make quite a bit of sound, so that kind of tips us off that they're nearby. But their bullets are powerful, fast, and they do a lot of damage. I guess I said that twice because I did say they're powerful, right? So this is a big, blocky map with a lot of buildings. It can be slightly disorienting. But overall, it's not super complex, except for maybe the ending portion gets kind of wacky. This gives kind of vibes of Mount Erebus from Doom 1, Episode 3, Mission 6, I believe, just because there's different paths you can take, and ultimately, you know, we're not sure where they all lead. I'll go in here first. I probably want to wait on that. That's kind of like the main area that I want to save for a little bit. We'll go in here instead into this kind of warehouse looking thing. A lot of powerful enemies we want to take care of for sure, including a Baron of Hell, which we haven't seen too many of those guys. We've seen their younger brother, the Hell Knight, probably a little bit more frequently. We're going to be doing some jumping in here, some platforming, if you will, which is not easy to do in Doom, but with the GZ Doom port, we can easily do it. And, you know, why not make it easy on ourselves? I clearly missed that. Very easy to get thing there. There is a teleporter, which I believe will take us to that center area that I just kind of noped out of. So we'll be going there sooner rather than later. I do want to hit that switch. We'll bring this down. We have cats acting up per usual. Grab that. Go here. Okay, so this is actually considered a secret. Very nice. Let me make sure I have everything from all these different little corners taken care of. Our market value now, as we clear out this warehouse, 606,000. And now we're going to take this mysterious teleporter. Oh my god. Wow. I forgot about that. And we have very low health, and it's time for a quick save. Especially now we'll be going up into here. I don't want to get ambushed. Oh, okay. Luckily we have that there. I already hear the damn arachnotrons. Oh, and there's the mancubuses are coming out now. Gotta watch out for those, because those guys shoot like fireballs. They're essentially like rockets. We have a lot of skulls here. We'll take care of those. And another berserk pack. This level has several of them, interestingly enough. Head down this path. So, like, I know I'm not the only one who thinks this, right? But doesn't it sound like that the Mancubus is saying Aunt Jemima? Is that... they had to have done that on purpose, right? Wow, there's a lot of these guys. Definitely got to watch out for those. They're clearly doing a crap ton of damage to us. Pop a quick save. We need health, probably. Oh! Thank God for that quick save, huh? See what looks to be armor there. Oh, that's the key. Okay. Also something we... Let's see. Is there a way out of here back up into the main area without progressing into rooms full of monsters? Because we have like virtually no health right now. This is becoming a problem. The yellow key as well. Interesting that we have 2 keys, but we have yet to go through any. First, let's see here. Is this? I think there's monsters here, but never a bad time to drop a save. There's a health, much needed. Hello, is that a super shotgun? These are so rare, bro. I love the super shotgun. It is such a great weapon. I feel like we don't get it enough. Let me make sure I'm not missing any items in whatever you would call this. I don't know what you'd call this, but I guess it's indicative of a factory design, so we'll just assume that it's something you would see in a factory. There's 2 blue doors here. And there we go. We're already off to a great start. Hello. We have like no health. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, we have to. Wow. Okay, so that was I think the key there is we have to, in that room, we have to grab that armor, but we also then have to like run like hell to the other side, deal with the stuff later. So I am going to do another save just so we don't have to do this like 50 times. But I am going to go into the same room. Yeah, see? And then let me make sure there's nothing on these sides. Cool. Is that a health? That's a health, baby. We'll see where this actually takes us to. I don't know what that switch even does. I didn't even know it was there. There's a backpack. Nice. Oh, God. Yeah, that dropped us off back up here. Getting ambushed by a Mancubus. But we are back outside, and there's a secret. I guess I never knew that switch was there. Okay, another save boy. Here's a little puzzle that we have seen before in Doom, and that is you see the light fixture above us. We need to follow that pattern in this, what looks like sewage, basically. And that will allow the floor to come up in front of us, preventing us from having to step in that murky brown goo. Oh, and of course... Oh, are you kidding me, bro? Wow. We suck today. We are sucking bad. Back into here. Let's try that again. Luckily, we quick saved. Yeah, anyone who said that Doom was easy. Someone did comment on one of my, I think it was like on one of the short videos, basically saying that, you know, Doom's not hard, you just need to play the level. And that was pretty interesting point of view, I think, is that, you know, the levels are designed in a certain way. Get there. Open that door up. Is there another? Oh, yeah. Okay. I can't see anything because of the green blur. Buddy. We have plenty of bullets. Still want to get into too close quarters with these guys. Oh yeah, this is a secret area, and this area can be a get through just because it's orienting, and we have these guys, and I don't have that much health, so I do want to kind of sneak through this zigzaggy hallway. I see a BFG 9000. We're going to grab, but not necessarily equip. I want to save that for when I need it. And I think there is going to be an opportunity to get a lot of use out of that coming up. Right now, I just want to go here and make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh. Little corners. Yeah. Kind of an interesting, like, jigsaw-esque room. Now that we're done there, I think we can go back to the main area. We have the yellow key now as well. So, which I think we need to get to the exit. We're going to go around and pick up some health first, though. Start with all the health that's up here on this platform. And then we'll go back down below. Luckily, we've got all the secrets, so that is one thing we've checked off. Our market price sitting here at a healthy 196,000. We have not gone in there yet. That is the other section that we probably need to hit up. And as such, I'm going to wait before using those health features, because we're going to have to do some jumping and some shooting. This is a pretty interesting setup here. So you have like this kind of stair-step pattern. I'm glad we waited on health, but we do have to be careful. At least we got some armor. I don't think there's anything in there as far as like, you know, just try not to die. Now we can run around and pick up these health packs that we kind of orphaned at the beginning of our experience. Very spacious outdoor area. You could certainly build on a lot of additions, even additional buildings themselves if you wished. You have this wall that kind of surrounds it, made of a nondescript material that we don't know what it is. Probably demonic in nature. Most things in this game are. I think for this last section, hopefully I don't have to backtrack because that would be really stupid. I'm going to equip the BFG 9000 because I'm going to want to get rid of a lot of things at once. So where is the entrance? I think it's this brick monstrosity that we've run by like 50 times. And then there's a door here. And then there's another Berserk pack. They really emphasize close quarters combat. Yeah, this is where we need to really kind of have to run around a lot. You're going to see me just try to kill all of these things in these moving platforms. We've got all of them but one. This is our final enemy. Thank you. Now, let's go through here, and before we finish off here, we need to go and... First, we need to flip all these switches. They're going to open up a series of doors. We're going to grab items as well. I think almost all of these have some kind of energy bullets in them, so that's probably where the rest of our items are going to be. I was already in this one. Why are we repeating it? Now, what would you do with this space? This has to be like kind of like a factory element, you know, as far as like what these are. I guess they're supposed to look like some type of hydraulic press or something. I mean, I really have no idea like how they did this or what they were thinking. But You know, did they just go to the level designers and be like, we want a factory? Like, do your best interpretation of whatever that is in Doom. Then they probably nailed it. They had limited resources. But yeah, okay, we need a red key. Where in the hell is the red key? How did we miss this? Is it... Wait a second. Oh. Is there no red key? That's an interesting thing. So I've never seen this before, but it makes sense. And I know that this is correct because we have all the items. Here we go, a little fun Doom trivia, everybody. This door closes behind us when we come in here and requires a red key to open up and go back to the real world, but there is no red key. So instead of just doing like a normal, the door closes behind you and there's no way to open it, they actually added almost like an Easter egg to it. It's like a red key that doesn't exist, basically. Here's the exit. So all those switches that we hit open up like tiny doors that are like literally this wide. You didn't see that, but that's what happens. And then we have, I don't know what this is. I mean, it's a teleporter surrounded by an excessive amount of exit signs. I'll take our cue that this is the end of the level. The factory, everybody, about 2.5 million. It can be yours. I don't know what you want to do with it, but hopefully it's worth it, you know? And as long as it's worth it to you, it's worth it to me. So we'll see you tomorrow on This Old Doom as we continue through the series. Thank you very much. Have a great day.